Hi friends, I am ready to do my August TBR, which, how is it already August? But it is. And just as on cue, started recording, my AC went on. It can sometimes be loud, but I'm also not turning it off because it was really hot today in Atlanta. And I just also heard on this side in the window, thunder, because we gotta have a thunderstorm. Anyway, weather report is done. I had a fairly good reading month in July. It's still a couple days left, so I have a few more to read, or a couple to finish up, I should say. My goal for August is I'm not doing any readathons. I did 2 in July, which were fun, run by my friends, really enjoyed it, but I want to take a break from that. And in August, I'm really looking for a 5-star read. I've got to look for a 5-star read because I just finished a book that I'll tell you about later, not today. I'll tell you about in another video. That was a 4-star read for me, and it was really good. But I haven't had a 5-star read in a really long time, I feel like. And I'm just ready for one. I'm ready for a really good book. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're going to set some parameters of sorts for this. First thing, and this is going back to my goals for the year, which I did mention in my last video. I'm not going to hold myself to them, which I'm still not going to, the specific books I had on my list. But I do want to focus on reading off my shelves, which is one of my goals. And I want to maybe try some of the books that I kind of selected for my 12 and 25 books and see if I like them. And then the other one was Book of the Month, which in July, having the readathon, catch-up-a-thon, which focuses on reading Book of the Month books, that did help. I think I got 3 total Book of the Month books, which is great, but my goal was 12, and I have plenty Book of the Month to read. So I've got some on my list for that as well. But I really want a mood read. I want a mood read. It's hot outside, like I said earlier, and I'm about to go into a very busy season for my job. I'm just gonna want books that I want to read. Like, I want to pick them up. Because right now, yeah, I'm watching silly TV, and it's okay to watch silly TV every now and then, but I really like to read, and that's what I like to do instead of watching silly TV. So let's talk about the books. First off, I'm going to tell you about the books that I'm definitely going to read. I have my little list here. So for my book club, which is part of Chris Step Books and Jams for Patreon group, we are reading Everyone in This Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. I've just heard it's been really popular over the last couple of years, and there's a couple of more in the series out at this point. So that was our pick. And then I am doing a buddy read with my friend Maria. We're going to be reading While Justice Sleeps by Stacey Abrams. This is a thriller, like Supreme Court thriller. I live in Georgia. Stacey Abrams has been a politician in our state, and a lot of my values align with hers, and I've read her nonfiction, but I've never read her fiction. And so Maria and I are going to read that together. I hope to get it either on audiobook or physically from the library. And I also need to get the other one for my library. The other one I may read, although these are all thrillers, so I may not read all of them, or mystery thrillers. My book club, Krista's Patreon group, had a couple of different books that everyone kind of wanted to read together, and we might be doing an unofficial buddy read of How to Solve Your Own Murder by Kristen Perrin. So I put this on, I got it out from the library. This is about a woman who is kind of fortune teller, tells her she's gonna, or someone tells her she's gonna be murdered, and so she spends her life trying to solve her own murder. This is a NetGalley book for me as well, which is a goal of mine, is to improve my NetGalley rating. It's pretty low because I've read some of the books, but as I've mentioned on here, I don't have an e-reader and I don't enjoy reading on my phone. So I wait till it comes out in the library, which is kind of beside the point. It's not the point of it at all. But anyway, we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna put them over here. There. Okay, so it is still Big Book Summer, and that lasts until Labor Day at the end of August. I would like to read Far from the Tree by Andrew Solomon, Parents, Children, and the Search for Identity, and this is about families and children who have disabilities. I've had this for so long, but it's a big one. Is it a big one? These notes there's a lot of notes in here. Okay, so it's 700 pages. Yeah, it's a big one. But I used a credit on Libro FM and got the audiobook for this, so I haven't even started it. But I would like to at least get a good chunk of it done in August. I don't know that I'll finish it in Big Book Summer, but at least I can start it. The other one that I've started is Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Can never say that name. I've already started this on audio and I like it. So those are kind of the ones that I'm most focused on. I did a try a chapter for Book of the Month books during Catch-Up-a-thon, and I couldn't decide and asked y'all to vote, and we had a tie. So I'm putting them both on my August TBR, and hopefully we'll get to both of them because they both interest me. That's part of why I asked y'all to vote, because I couldn't decide on the ones that I had tried the chapter. So we've got The Storm We Made by Vanessa Chan, and then Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. So I've heard great things about both. So we'll see. This is one of my 12 and 25 books. This is Emma Straub, All Adults Here. Family drama, family dysfunction, something like that, are usually kind of my jam. And so this has been on my shelf for a long time, and pretty much since it came out, because I bought it in hardback for my mother in 2020. I don't know that she ever read, I don't think she read it, and I would like to read it or get rid of it. So yeah, we'll see about this one. It's about a mom and her adult children kind of have to deal with some things, so we'll see about that, because yeah, always an interesting topic. Now, like I said, I'm looking at trying to find a 5-star, and my friend Krista and I, we don't have a lot of similarities in what we read. We both like middle grade. She reads a lot more middle grade than I do. We like thrillers, or mystery thrillers, like Agatha Christie. And then very sometimes we like historical fiction as well. But anyway, point being, she doesn't read a lot of literary fiction, and I read a lot more than she does. She recently gave one high praise and recommended it so highly that I think our whole Patreon group got copies of it. We were all sharing prices because it's hard to find. I can't find it at my library. So I got it, and I haven't hauled it yet, but I'm going to tell you about it, and that is Theo of Golden by Alan Levy. Questions linger about Theo, a pleasant but mysterious stranger, after his arrival in the southern city of Golden. Who is he, and why is he here? He arrives early one spring, and by chance, or is it, he visits a coffee shop where 92 framed pencil portraits are on display. Inspired, Theo sets out on a mission of purchasing all the portraits one at a time and quietly bestowing them on their rightful owners. Stories are told, friendships are born, and lives are changed. So it's a beautifully crafted story about the power of creative generosity, the importance of wonder to a purposeful life, and the far-reaching possibilities of anonymous kindness. So those are all buzzwords for me: creative generosity, importance of wonder. I always wonder about things. I have such a strong curiosity. And then anonymous kindness is, in my opinion, the best kind of kindness. And so Krista said this was amazing, so I'm gonna trust her on that, and hopefully that will be a 5-star for me as well. That's kind of what I'm looking at for August. Like I said, work's gonna be really busy. It's gonna be hot. I also have a pretty full queue on Libby and a number of holds that may come in for audiobooks. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna read, but I'm going to try and read some of those, read off my shelves. Let me know in the comments below what you're reading, if you've read any of these books and have suggestions on what you think I should start with. And I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.